What is the first thing you do when you wake up? If your answer is you pick up your phone, then there's a good chance that you also spend too much time with your digital products. I recently checked my average usage rate and I was shocked. I really want to stop wasting so much time and decided to do a digital detox. No phone, no TV or anything screen related for 7 days. And because it would be super boring to do that at home, we drove to a 5-star hotel in Austria and spent the 7 days there. So the first day was actually not too bad. I think the first time I actually realized that I didn't have my phone with me was on the toilet. I usually go on social media or do other things with my phone, but this time I was just staring at a blank wall, which was a bit weird. I also realized when going around the hotel that I wanted to capture things that were beautiful and I wanted to share with my family or other people. I remember specifically this one room where kids could paint literally everywhere around the wall because they had papers around the walls. I wanted to take a picture and send it to my sister, but I couldn't. And I think that is a good thing because you're kind of starting to live in the moment and sharing the things with people around you, or maybe just thinking about the things instead of sharing it with other people. Also, when we relaxed at the spa, I would have most likely taken out my phone and started doing something on my phone. What we did instead now, I was reading, which was nice and I wanted to do for a super long time. For my experiment, I wanted to write down some things. So what I got from the receptionist was this notebook here, where I kind of wrote down all of the things that I kind of did and what was important for me and what kind of feelings I had. So I would usually put them in my phone, but now I got this notebook and put everything in there. But my handwriting is super bad. It did not get better from not writing at all. Probably no one of you can actually read anything that is written here. But anyways, the first day was gone and we kind of felt that there was something missing, but it felt good not having your phone on you. Day we woke up and I tried to reach for my phone, but it wasn't there. So I was actually reaching into nothing. I kind of was shocked that this was so subconscious that I was picking up my phone in the morning, and that's the first thing I do, just getting bombarded with other people's lives and checking messages from other people instead of waking up, spending the time with my fiance. Realizing it now, I will definitely do something about it once I have my phone back, but I will tell you more about that at the end of the video. On the second day, these times where you reach for your phone but it's not there got less and less. It made you kind of more conscious about people around you and how often they're taking out their phones. So it was really like when we were waiting somewhere, everyone had their phones out. Even like when we were in the hotel lobby or anywhere, you could see people having their phone out, not even having conversations with each other, which was something that we probably would have done as well. And it's quite shocking if you see that from the outside, not having your phone and kind of observing what other people are doing. And there are people like sitting there for 2 hours in the lobby, not having a single conversation, but being on their phone the whole time, which is super sad and something that we kind of turned into. And hopefully that is one thing that I take out of this experiment, that I will put my phone away more often and having conversations with people around me. On day 3 was quite similar to day 2. We kind of did some wellness, we did some sports, and I realized that the time without my phone has a lot of positive side effects. Times where I would usually take my phone out, I would now take a book and read it. Where I would usually probably sit in the spa on my phone, I would now go and do sports, or I would have a conversation with my fiance. It felt like you're in the moment and you're not outside of the moment thinking about other things, thinking about things that you might do in the future. Being in the present, something that you also do through meditating, is way easier if you don't have your phone with you, which was super interesting for me. So day 4 was a bit challenging for us because we actually wanted to do our first kind of trip. We wanted to go to an alpaca farm, which was like 20 to 30 minutes away by car. Problem is that we did not have a navigation system inside of our car. So we usually use our phones, and now we had to rely on people telling us the way. Also, of course, we checked it on a map, on a physical map. We had to take a couple of detours to actually go there, but at the end we actually reached it, and it felt way better to reach reach it, because it was kind of a challenge that we had to overcome without a navigation system, which I have never done before, because since I'm driving, I always had my phone with me. I always used my phone. I think I've never gone anywhere without using my phone, which is super interesting. I would highly recommend you doing that as well at some point at least, because I don't know, it makes you more conscious of the way going there. Try it out. Trust me, it's gonna be super awesome. Day number 5 was actually our tipping point, and the one where we actually struggled the most. We were in a 5-star hotel, but we were bored. It kind of feels like we had a bit of a detox from all of these things happening around us. Not having our phones, we kind of missed out, and it was boring, which is super weird. So we were really about to take our phones out, but didn't do it at the end. This just showed me how weird this thing is. We're so addicted to it. The same things happened when I stopped smoking a couple of years ago. We don't use them as we should be using them. We're getting bombarded with notifications, things from social media. I think our body is not made to have all of these notifications, and the companies nowadays, the tech companies, they do it so well, us being addicted to it, that we just check it so many times. We're not having it. We have this fear of missing out, and we don't have this dopamine, so our body kind of tells us, oh, it's super boring what we're doing right now. Maybe you need your phone to have more fun. Kind of seeing what this thing does with your mind and with your body. I hope that I will be able to use the things that I learned from this experiment and actually take this into my daily life and get less addicted to social media and my phone in general, so I can spend more time in the here and now, spend more time with the people that I love. On day 6, got a bit better because it was our last day. Did a bit of a hike just to get our mind a bit freed up. We went on the mountain right behind the hotel, which was beautiful, a beautiful hike. We went up with a cable car and then walked down. This hike was super nice and super refreshing. On the 7th day, we actually got our phones back. It was not as good as I thought it would be. Even though I thought the whole time that I was missing out about something, there was nothing really important that we missed. Everyone around us knew that we were doing this experiment, so there was nothing really that we missed, and everything really important, even though there was nothing really important, got back to us when we were back. So I'm kind of asking myself, why are we reachable the whole time? I know that there's a lot of convenience around it. Having your phone with you for your navigation system, or just texting other people that are far away that you might otherwise lose out of sight. These are all things that connect us, but isn't it that we, even though we're connected with a lot of other people, we're getting less and less connected with the people right around us, and we're kind of losing being social with people around us. I will most definitely need to change some things about my digital behavior. Now let's come to the interesting part. What are the things that we actually took out of this experiment and took into our daily lives? I deleted all of my social media apps from my phone. I'm getting way too distracted by those apps. Sometimes I'm just opening them, not realizing that 20 minutes of the day is gone, where I could have been productive, I could have done other things. Not having these apps on your phone, you're less likely to take your phone out. I have a second phone, which is a bit older, where I put all of my social media apps on because, I need them kind of for my work, but still I try to leave that phone in my office and just use it occasionally when I actually post something or when I want to check on my posts or something. I kind of tended to overuse them, and I think that is a good way for me to actually use my phone less. What I will definitely also do is not taking my phone into my bedroom, so it's way easier for me to actually go to sleep and not browsing my phone the whole time, and it's not the first thing that I do in the morning, so I actually have some time spending with my family first before I actually take my phone out. I think these are like the main takeaways from this whole thing. If you want to learn more about my story to become a filmmaker, you should watch this video here.